What's up, nerds and nerdettes and wee little nerdlings all? Your buddy Big Johnny G from Too Good Pixie Presents Legendary Gaming is back again! How's it going? Alright, so me and the gang had an impromptu game today of Age of Conan, as you saw when it first started up there, the box front there. I believe it was first published by Fantasy Flight Games. It's now under the banner for Ares Games. And we played a run of it. Now, I have the expansion, the Hyborian Age expansion, but we didn't play that yet. There's only two of us sitting here today. Me and Rob had actually run through the game. We had two of the 20-sided warriors, Alex, as well as Steven was here. They had not played the game before, so we wanted to run a game with them. And the next game, we are definitely going to be breaking that out and seeing all the fun that adds with beefing up the whole role of Conan, as well as adding, I believe it adds in prisoners and spies into the game. So we're looking forward to that. But this was just the base run of Age of Conan itself. So what's going on? Well, we're doing a 20-sided shot. I wanted to get Alex's opinion on this. He wanted to tell you his opinion of this. We had time. So here we are. All right, Alex. Boom.
Hey.
How's it going, brother?
It's going good. This was a good game. I really enjoyed it. I appreciate the asymmetry of the different sides. In terms of units and stuff, it's all the same, but the cards seem pretty different from side to side. That may have just been the fact that it was our first game, and we're getting different stuff. But all of us had different cards that we played, and so that made it interesting to see the different strategies that the different sides could implement. We had John with Hyperborea, who was raising armies of the dead, and
winter is coming.
Yeah, right. He had the North. That was great. I like the minis are decent quality, and they're all different, which is cool. We got the cities and towers, which snap together to make, or the fortresses and the towers that snap together to make the cities, which is pretty cool. The random way of deciding what actions you have was pretty cool. And it's a common pool of dice that you roll. There's 7 of them, and what it ends up being the big pool, and you go around the table and you choose from that pool. So you can be strategic in what you're choosing to deny other people, or really what you really need to do and prioritizing, which I really liked. Each of the actions were different, and I think it's really balanced in the way that there's different strategies, different ways to go about getting victory points. I'd like to play it again. I'm not sure if there's really one kind of... You want to get some balance of adventures and get some balance of attacking, or if you could really go hardcore adventuring or hardcore attacking and still have a real good chance at winning. So I'd be interested to play again and figure that out. But yeah, I liked that there's only really one skirmish between us. A lot of it was kind of blocking each other out. So it's really hard to conquer an area that somebody else controls. I got in a situation where, oh man, if I don't conquer this area, I'm not going to get this objective. So he's going to get the points. I won't get the points. That's not good. So
you and Rob were going at each other.
Oh man, yeah. And it was like, oh yeah, I'll send in my giant army of 5 guys to sack this fort that has no defenders, and I lost 2 guys on it, and it was down to 1 dice that I barely snuck it out. So yeah, there's a lot going on. Conan, the bidding is cool. So the strategy cards in this are really cool. They have 3 different things that they can do. It's your bidding power for Conan, and what extra dice it adds, and then where you can use it for intrigue and where you can use it for combat, and
where you can use that extra die.
Right, well,
it's not really an extra die, but it's a success. What counts as a success on a die?
Right, so you turn another side on the dice from a failure to a success. So some of these cards, like this one, just adds 1. Some of them add shield and axe. And
these are the dice over here for combat.
Yeah. So So there's a lot going on with these cards that's really cool. So there's a decision when you're bidding, do I want to use my 6 power bid card or 5 power bid card that gives me, both axes and shields? This is going to let me most likely win a fight or win an intrigue that otherwise is going to be a lot more choppy.
Or win becoming the first player and controlling Conan.
Right, and if you control Conan, then you're racking up these adventure ties. You can use him. If he's close, you can use him to help you in fights, which is... I managed to get him to help me out once. I think Rob did once.
Yeah.
And, oh my god, he's a beast. It makes a huge difference having him there. It's because you have a chance to get double hits instead of just singles, and he just adds another dice to your combat roll. So there's a lot to think about with what you do with Conan, which I really liked. And I think playing it again, all of us, after playing it once, really see the flexibility of the different strategies and really understand, why you need money. Because I didn't understand that. Like I was playing most of the game. I'm like, all right, I got the 5 gold from a new age. Yay! I can buy 2 troops with this, or play like 2 cards with this. That's not really a whole lot. So really just figuring out the game from the first time. I'm really excited to get into it again.
So as a first playthrough, you have a very positive experience with this.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think the one thing that confused all of us was, again, these strategy cards. They're blocked out, so that you do have that little intrigue symbol over on where my hand is, and you do have that little banner symbol to help you out with, oh, this is intrigue and this is combat, but I saw the intrigue symbol early on, but I didn't see the combat symbol. I didn't even realize that was a banner.
And that symbolizes the land type that you're going to be fighting on that you can get that bonus for.
Right.
So that symbolizes the hills. So if you're engaged in a combat in the hills, then you would get the bonus of the shield and the axes counting as hits.
So I really liked the art of the cards, but for me they weren't laid out in a way that was super, super obvious of what they did, at least not at first. After a playthrough, though, you get it, and it's pretty obviously organized on there.
Is a first play of this worthy enough to tell people about that they should check out?
Oh, yeah. I think if you're into area control games, domination games, if you like kind of that player versus player, you can definitely get into beating on each other. So there's definitely some combat that you can get into. This is a good one. Yeah.
Your old group back in Oregon, you're going to tell them this is something they may want to take a look at?
Yeah, I think so. I think they'd enjoy it. It went a little long, but that was because it was our first game, and it took us a while to figure it out. I think subsequent games, and what's it say on here? Is it a couple hours, 3?
Yeah, I think it's listed as 2.5, 3 hours, I think.
Yeah, and I think that's a good amount of time for kind of this type of war game, I hesitate to call it. This type of area control game.
Kind of Conan Risk.
Yeah. So yeah, great game. I'm definitely recommending it.
All right, very cool. Thanks for letting everyone know. So the game board is it leaves a little bit of a footprint.
Yeah.
It takes up a bit of the table. But there you go. There's a full shot of the game board from the top. And that's it. So I'm your buddy Big Johnny G from Two Gun Pixie Presents Legendary Gaming. This has been a 20-sided shots, which is our first feel of out-of-the-box playing of the game, and what the first impression of it was. That was our 20-sided warrior, Alex, and we are out of here!